I think for me, it's about, being a member of parliament, it's about public service. And therefore, when you see our country facing different challenges and you need leadership to step up to the plate, I think as members of parliament, we are all amongst equals with different unique skill sets. And therefore, when an opportunity comes to serve your country at the next level, you have to step up to the plate. And Vanessa, I have to say, the campaign which I launched is not a slick campaign where thousands of pounds have been spent, or where you've had it's been in the planning for months or years. For me, it was about a time has come when you've got to step up and step forward to serve our country at the next level with the values that drive you and with the vision that you have for our great country. And for me, it was about, well, look, as somebody who came to Gillingham in 1984, did not speak a single word of English. And it was about hard work, determination, perseverance and self-belief. And you've applied that every day in life. And as a member of parliament, and before that as a young lawyer fighting for justice. And therefore, I think now it's about stepping up and giving parliamentary colleagues an opportunity to look at the skills that you have, that we could work together to help make our great country even greater as we work forward.
Now, the last message you put out on Twitter said that you featured in New Statesman as one to watch. But some people that we've spoken to haven't even heard of you. Why is that? Well,
I think the reality on that, Vanessa, is this. It's part of the campaign which I put forward. Aspirational conservatism is about fresh ideas and it's about fresh people. And with that, it comes. It's about, as a member of parliament, you stand up and you work day in, day out for your constituency, and you have creative ideas with regards to policy areas on mental health, animal welfare, whether it's submissions on foreign policy, defence and security review. You get on and get the job done. And you're absolutely right. There'll be people out there who may have not heard of me, because the system I want to bring about, it's a merits-based system. It's about having the brightest and the best people at the top of our country making the decisions for our great country. And in these difficult, challenging times, you want the brightest and the best serving in government at every level. And, some people may not have heard of me. I accept that. But it's not down to me with regards to what level I've served in government over the many, many years. That would have been down to the Prime Minister of the day. But for me, it was 12 years, every day. You want to step up and serve, whether it's private members' bills on mental health, new ideas, whether it's to do with transport safety, new ideas, in your name as a Member of Parliament, working with stakeholders, and whether it's with regards to defence, foreign policy, security, working with one of our best former national security advisors, coming up with ideas on how we can keep our country safe as we move forward. So yes, there'll be people out there who may not have heard about me, because I may not have served in government at senior levels before. And that's not because I would have not wanted to. That comes to the Prime Minister of the day. But for me, if I were to be, if I had the opportunity to serve our great country as its next Prime Minister, it would be about a merits-based system, having the brightest and the best people. And there are amazing people within the Conservative Party, with talent across the board. And you'd want to ensure that they come together as we move forward in delivering for our country.
Mr. Chishti, you've thrown some brilliant words at me, but let's just talk about how that translates into practical terms. So you said in your campaign that for you, it's about, and you've mentioned some of that there as well, is about aspirational conservatism, fresh ideas, and a fresh start taking our country forward. What does that mean in practice? How do you achieve that?
Well, I think the question I would say, Vanessa, on that, it's the way to achieve that. For example, from my own background, it's the values that you have, but it's also about the skills, that you give our future generations. Our great country is a resilient country, is a resourceful country. There is creativity there. And for the future, the next 5, 10 to 15 years, we have to look at the jobs. And that will be in IT, in coding, in artificial intelligence, in cybersecurity, to ensure that our education system is well equipped to ensure that our future generation get the skills that they need. Because if it wasn't for the amazing teachers I had back in 1984, when I came in not speaking a word of English, I would not go off to university to be a lawyer and then serve my country and a constituency as a Member of Parliament at 31. So it's about a skills-based system which we urgently need to address. And with that, what we have to do is ensure that we create a system where individuals, who day in, day out, they work hard, they persevere, they're determined. They want a government that's back on their side. And that's with regards to lower taxes. So for me, when you ask me, what would I do? Of course, I can't give you detailed policy. I've not seen, what the figures are. But the aspiration is for lower taxation. And with that, what I would say, there are people in our great country who are doing a number of different jobs, to get by, is to be able to give them tax incentives and support them as they move forward in these challenging times.